Hey everyone, this is Ken, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial on a stone generator. Now the great thing about this, guys, this bad boy is pretty much fully automated when you start hacking away. Now what we have here is a light indication system to let you know when the system is on, and the system turns on when you step on those pressure plates. Now we will be using a diamond efficiency 5, an unbreaking 3, and silk touch pickaxe. And the cool thing is all those items will go in that chest that we were just in. And we're using a beacon to enhance our abilities. I'm using a speed 2 and a haste 2. So we're going to really max this out, guys, to its full potential. Like I said, guys, you go right here in the front. And ideally, you want to hack right in the center of this. You want to get that sweet spot, like right there. Now, we're going to do this for exactly 1 minute straight, non-stop. Now, of course, guys, we're not going to stand here for 1 minute, but I'm going to fast forward this just a bit, and we're going to see what kind of results we're going to get in exactly 1 minute. And trust me, guys, it's going to be amazing. You can see how fast this really produces. Look at that. And the cool thing is, all you have to do is get off, and the system turns off with no issue. Now, as we check inside, guys, I'm just going to once again fast forward it a bit. And we have already generated 4.5 stacks of stone in just 1 minute, which is amazing. Now, to give you an idea what we're using here, I try to simplify the redstone and make it completely symmetrical all around. And what we're using here is 2 stone generators that are working side by side. And the cool thing is I have it set up so that when you get off, the entire system turns off. So nothing is running or creating any kind of lag when you leave the system. So you never have to worry about, turning it off or accidentally forgetting to leave it on or any of those headaches at all. And the great thing is it has a certain simplicity to it when it comes to actually building this. Because like I said, guys, it is completely symmetrical on both ends. Now, I'm going to really show you how fast this bad boy works. I'm going to delete this just over here. And we're going to turn the system off, and you're going to see firsthand what exactly is happening. Alright, you guys ready? I'll activate that, and you can see how quickly and how in sync everything is. It's amazing. And the awesome thing, guys, this bad boy works on PC, as you can see, and the console edition. Trust me, they both work exactly the same way. You shouldn't have any problems. And the great thing is, even if you break one side more than the other, it will not disturb the sequence of how this bad boy works. Once you turn it off, everything turns right off with no lag issues, and it's a smooth system. Perfect. Look at that. So let's get right into it, guys, and start building this bad boy straight up. Now, at this point, pause the video and have this set up to your specific location before you even start. Because you want to have this kind of spacing, depending if you're building on the ground or wherever the case is. Now, once you've done that, we're going to go right over here to the back end, and you're going to count 5 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and place a block right there. Then you're going to place a repeater going forward from that block, and another block in front of it. Then you're going to place a furnace 1 block away like so, and some redstone dust right there. Now we're going to repeat this pattern on all 4 corners. So place some redstone dust on all 4 corners around the furnace, blocks behind it, repeaters going forward towards the center like so, and blocks right behind each repeater. Like I said, guys, it's going to be completely symmetrical, so it's going to be very easy to really set up. Now, at this point, guys, you're going to place a redstone dust behind the repeater where that block is, like so. And you're going to place a furnace, once again, right on top of those redstone dust. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm using a furnace. It's because, in case you guys don't know, it's an unmovable block, and it's probably one of the easiest to make. I mean, you just need some cobblestone. But like I said, guys, you can use any unmovable block that you want. Now, it's right here in the center. You're going to go about 4 blocks forward towards that block, and we're going to repeat the same pattern. So once again, place a block with some redstone dust, some repeaters, a block there with another piece of redstone dust, a furnace, and of course, we're going to repeat this on all 4 corners like we just did previously. So add your blocks, add repeaters going towards the center, towards the block itself, some blocks right behind the repeaters, some redstone dust right on top of the last block in the back, like so. And of course, let's not forget our furnaces right on top. These are very important, guys. Trust me, it makes a world of difference. Now, as you can see, guys, we have both sides replicated. Right in the center, you're going to place a regular piston facing upwards. And right over here in the center, you're going to do the same thing. Now you can use a half slab or solid block, whatever you want to use, but you're going to pretty much place this right across on top, because what we're going to create here is a nice platform. So place all these half slabs connecting right there towards the center, right across towards the furnace itself. And you're going to fill in this entire gap like so. So basically we're making a square from furnace to furnace. See? Place some half slabs here. Gonna link it up, like I said, from furnace to furnace. If you kind of get the rhythm, what I'm trying to say. And keep in mind, guys, at this point, whatever we do on one side, we're gonna replicate that on the other side. So keep that in mind. Fantastic. Pause the video if you have to at this point. But what we did here was replicate it on both sides. Now you're gonna place a piston on the side of the furnace, and you want all the pistons to be facing the center. See? Then you're going to place some blocks right here like so, basically connecting from one piston to the other, creating this nice little box shape. Fantastic. Then you're going to repeat that once again on this side as well. Make sure your pistons are facing towards the center, regular pistons, and blocks in between to create that nice box shape. Great, so it should be even on both sides. Now right here in the corner, guys, you're going to delete that half slab, and you're going to place a sticky piston right there and right there as well. Let's delete that, and we're going to place a block on top of it. Perfect. Now you're going to place some redstone dust right there. Then you're going to place another block right on top of the redstone dust. Now that blue block will represent the actual activation system. Now over here, you're going to place a block there and there. You're going to place some redstone dust there as well. Then you're going to place a sticky piston on both ends, because what we want to do is create a quick pulse with a block on top of it. Then once again, add another set of blocks in front of it, and a repeater going forward like so, and make sure, guys, it's on 2 ticks. It's very important, on 2 ticks. Then you're going to place a block right in front of that repeater itself. And make sure not to forget that redstone dust, otherwise it's not going to activate the system, and trust me, you don't want that. Perfect. Now this is where it gets kind of fun here, right, guys? Now you're going to place a block right there, 1 block in, and you're going to go back and forth in this pattern, leaving a space in between, okay? So block yes, no, and you kind of get the gist. So you're pretty much kind of creating a bit of a checker pattern right around the entire thing, you see? Now like I said, you're going to do the same thing over here as well. So place a block in between each one like so, creating this kind of checker pattern right around the edge. Fantastic. Then facing forward towards the back like so, you're going to place repeaters. You can see both sides are even. Place repeaters going forward like so, okay? And all of that's going to pretty much do inside those gaps is wrap around the entire design. See? Right back to the first block itself. You see, perfect. That's exactly what you want. You want it to kind of go around in a big circle like so. And once again, guys, you're going to repeat that on the other side. Awesome. Now, once you've done that on both sides, pause the video if you have to at any point. We're then going to delete this half slab right in front of each piston. And trust me, guys, that actually makes a world of difference because it prevents the system from jamming up or from blocks or lava blocks from really forming where they're not supposed to be. Now, once you've done that, you're going to place a block on top of the piston and stretch it right across. And we're going to make this kind of T shape from one end to the other. See? Right on top of all the pistons, you see? Then you can delete the one in the middle and place 3 on each corner. See, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Creating this kind of, I guess, diamond shape? I don't know. Now, right over here, guys, you're going to go 1 block forward and delete the block right there. So you basically, that's where we first delete the half slabs, see? So go 1 block from the tallest edge right there and go 1 forward and delete that block. So you should have this kind of bagel, like waffle kind of format. So you know what? Let's do it again. We're going to place some blocks from one end to the other, creating this nice T shape, well, X shape. And some blocks in between. Make sure to delete the middle. And once again, we're going to create a nice waffle pattern. So once again, delete that block, that one, and that one as well, and the one in front of it like so. See? So you make sure you have this exact shape, guys. It's very important. Now, right here on the inside, guys, on each corner, you're going to place 1 bucket of water. Fantastic. And on the top part, right over here, on each side end here, you're going to place 1 bucket of lava. And of course, guys, make sure you repeat this on the other side. Now, as you can see, guys, both sides are completely symmetrical. Now we're going to start creating the actual pushing system. So place a block there with a regular piston, a block in front of it, and a furnace on top and on the side of it, or right behind the piston. So you should create this exact format on both ends. So place a block right there with a piston going forward, a block in front of it, a furnace right on top, and a furnace right behind the piston, and delete that block like so. Now you're going to place 1 block there with some redstone dust on top of it and a lever, and make sure the lever is stayed on. So place a block there, 1 lever, activate it, and with some redstone dust on top of it. So it should always stay on. You want that to always stay on. And trust me, I'm going to explain why. Now right there, you're going to place a block with a comparator going forward. You're going to make sure it's activated, make sure it's on. Then a block right in front of the comparator and 2 on the side with 2 pieces of redstone dust right across. Then over here, you're going to place 1 block there with some redstone dust and of course a block right there on the piston so that it's activated. So let's repeat this on this side as well. You're going to place a block there. Let me put that lava block back. Now, like I said, guys, we're going to place a block there with a comparator going forward. Make sure the comparator is on. A block in front of the comparator. And 2 on the side like so. With 2 pieces of redstone dust on top of the block. 1 block right there with some redstone dust. And a block right there to activate the piston. Now, I want to show you exactly what happens when I place a block in front of that regular piston. As you can see, guys, it creates an instant push every time a block appears in front of it. Alright. Now, we're going to place another block on the side of that redstone dust. Then you're going to place a redstone torch in front of it. And you're going to add a straight line of redstone dust like so to about right there. One block from there. One block from the wall itself. Then you can place a block there. You should have had this kind of look. Then you add a redstone torch there. A block on top. A redstone torch on top of the block. Then another redstone block on top of it. Redstone torch again. And your last block right on top. So using only 3 torches to create this little tower. Now at this point, you're going to add 2 blocks on the side. And you're going to add, you're going to extend it 2 more times like so, creating this 2x3 pattern. Now you're going to add a redstone dust on top of that first block on the edge. A comparator going forward. Redstone dust there. You're then going to add a repeater, 2 more blocks right there. A repeater right there on the side with 2 pieces of redstone dust on the back end. And of course some redstone dust there and 2 right there, because that's going to activate the pistons to create that kind of pulse. Now at this point, guys, you're going to add 2 regular pistons right in front of you. Now you're going to place a block on top of that furnace, another block on top of it, and you're going to add a straight line of blocks like so, because you want that redstone dust to activate that block. Then you're going to add a regular sticky piston on top of it. That's going to deactivate that system in case any blocks is there, so you don't have this continuous pulse going off when you turn off the system. Like I said, guys, we want to prevent as much lag as possible. Now once again, you repeat that on this side, right on top of that furnace with a block on top. Add a sticky piston facing forward, and of course your straight line of redstone dust from this point right across to the redstone torch. Now once you've done that, you're going to go right over here to that redstone dust, add 2 blocks on both ends, and connect it right in the middle. Then add a repeater there, and 1 there, and a straight line of redstone dust. Then right here on this edge, you're going to add a straight line of blocks straight to the front end. Now guys, let's turn on the system temporarily just to see if we got everything down packed. As you can see, everything's moving. But let me just turn it off real quick, guys. At this point, go to this comparator. Make sure the comparator is on. Otherwise, it's not going to create that rapid pulse. Just notice that right now. So that's just a slight little hiccup, but of course, we always have to do the testing. So once that's on, it's going to create this awesome effect. Let it run through the process until it stops. Once it's done that, just turn it right off. And it's going to really help you out with setting up the rest of the layout. Like I said, you can see everything's turned off, which is exactly what we want because that's going to prevent lag. Now right under here, guys, you're going to add 2 hoppers facing downwards right there at the edge. And you're going to add 4 hoppers on both sides going forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's a total of 5 hoppers from the front to the back on both sides. Then you're going to add 1 large chest underneath. Now, once you've done that, guys, you're going to add a block right there, right underneath, and add 3 more on the side. So 1, 2, 3. Then delete those first 3 again. So you should have on the 4th block right there, a perfect setup. So add 2 hoppers, 1, 2, and 3, like so. And then 1, 2 to connect with the chest underneath. Then you can delete that block with no issue. Now, not to worry, guys, we're almost done. We're getting right to the whole front setup. Now, right over here, you're going to add 2 blocks parallel to that chest itself. And then right here on the wall, you're going to add 3 blocks right across. So 2 in the center and 1 on the side, like so. And some redstone dust right on top in a straight line. Then you're going to add a repeater going forward and a straight line of redstone dust connecting with the rest of the system. Now right here on the edge, guys, you're going to add 2 pressure plates. Then in the front here, you're going to add some fence, because that's going to give you enough space that you can hit all 5 blocks in a row, but also activate the pressure plate. Now we're going to make a nice framework, guys. At this point, you could really decorate the framework to your style. Let me show you what I did. I added 2 blocks on both ends, right across, and I added a little bit of upside down stairs to kind of give that little extra detail. Now right here on the side here, you're going to add a redstone lamp, because we want to know when the system is on or off. So add a block there, so that redstone dust could activate it, with a redstone torch on the side of it, a block on top of it, and a block parallel to that redstone lamp, and of course a torch right there. So clearly you can see that once that redstone dust is activated, it's going to turn on the lamp. Now let's add some blocks right over here on the side. And we're going to continue with the framework. Like I said, guys, you can always put your own little, pizzazz, or kind of really set that up your own way. I'm just kind of showing you a little bit of a basic, so it kind of gives you an idea what I'm kind of doing. Awesome. It's starting to look good. So once you activate that, let's test it out a little bit. You can see it works like a charm. Look at that. Perfect. Now let's go over here, guys. We're going to set up our little storage system. Now, once again, guys, this is completely optional. If you want to connect this to anything else, that's your choice. I'm going to just show you a very simple version, just to get the things in the chest itself. But it's pretty much your choice. Now, right where the hopper's at, you're going to place a dropper with a large chest on top of it. Now, of course, you have to delete some blocks over here on the side. I want you to add a comparator right there. A block in front of it. Let's make some more space, just a little more. Then you're going to add some redstone dust, a block on the side of it. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky. You're then going to add a repeater going forward with some redstone dust to create the rapid pulse. Then you're going to delete these blocks. You're going to add a redstone dust there, a block in front of it, or on the side of it, and a repeater going forward. Now, like I always say, guys, make sure that comparator is turned on. Perfect. So let's test it out. And it should be right in that chest. And the great thing is, guys, this bad boy is silent, so you won't even hear it. And you won't have that annoying ticking sound as you're working your system nonstop. So just cover it up, guys, and the system is pretty much complete. Now, what I would suggest, guys, covering the back end so you don't have any stragglers flying around, and add your own details. You really want to personalize this and make this your own style. What I would suggest is covering up this back end, just, to prevent any items from flying off or not being catched by the hopper. But like I said, guys, at this point, the design is pretty much complete. And you're good to go. I'm happy you guys enjoy this, and please leave a comment. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching. Remember to please leave a comment and to click that subscribe button if you want to join. Thank you.